Thank you, everyone. First of all, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed your meal and the cocktail hour and just time to get to know everyone around you. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because there's a couple other speeches after me and we got a party to get to. So I just want to take a minute to say congratulations to Lucas and Jack. Thanks for allowing all of us to be part of your big day. And I think that's about it. Congratulations. Thanks, everyone.
Everybody raise a glass to Jack and Lucas.
Boop, boop, boop.
And now, please welcome from Jack's side, Billy Alcini, sorry.
Mine's not going to be short and sweet, just so you know. So, as a lot of you know, I've known Jack since kindergarten, okay? Yeah, and without giving away our ages, Jack's older, by the way, it's over half a century of time, and as you can imagine, one can accumulate a lot of dirt on somebody in half of a century. So, I can't tell you everything. Oh, sure. Jack and I got our first jobs together at Chinagate Restaurant, which was the local Chinese restaurant. Yeah, $1.50 an hour, I think it was. So I was the busboy, he was the dishwasher. So I guess you could say I was kind of his boss, even at 13 years old. But even back then, Jack was not meant to work for somebody else. I mean, he was probably the slowest dishwasher in the state of Michigan. I mean, you were. But, and Joe Gorman over there, right there, he worked with us, so he knows what I'm talking about. So, no, he doesn't. And that's he doesn't. But, you know, it was no fault of his own. Jack was always a perfectionist. He was the artist. He was a great artist. He was a perfectionist. It literally took him 5 minutes to wash a dish. I'm not kidding. It was. Right around the second job we had together was scooping ice cream at Baskin Robbins. Okay, was what we did. Well, Linda worked there. Jack's sister Linda over there worked there with us. Right around that time, we got arrested for buying beer underage. Well, I got arrested because I was holding the beer. Thank you very much. He was. He's helping. Okay, I'm not going to go there, but okay. In high school, Jack and I, you know, we had our respective girlfriends. We took to prom. Unbeknownst to us and everybody around us, we were kind of dating each other. I mean, well, it was like we did everything together. Jack and I were inseparable. We did everything together. I mean, right? We shared lockers. Well, I was just going to say that. I mean, we shared lockers. I mean, what straight guys do that? You know, like, my God. I think the only person that knew was our lesbian counselor. That's right. She endearingly referred to us as Frick and Frack. That was our names. It was Frick and Frack. Every time we saw her, she was like, "Oh, Frick and Frack, Frick and Frack." Do you? We went to our first gay bar together. So. Well, yeah, we were so nervous. I'm not as nervous as I am right now, but we were so nervous. Jack actually threw up in the parking lot, to be honest. So he did. But how long can you imagine how long we've come since those days? I mean, my God, 20 years old, going to the bar, growing up. So, in those years, I got to know Jack's family, so Liz. And I'm so happy that they're all here. So Fran, Joe, Jim, Liz, Linda, I had to count them all. I always had so much fun at that house on McDivitt in Pine Lake. It was always, I think that's where I learned how to drink, actually, was at that house. Definitely missing mom and dad. So Mr. and Mrs. Tesserero, as I would call them, of course. They were cool as fuck. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the... They were the best. I loved Mr. and Mrs. Tesserero. And I'm so sorry that they weren't here to see this day, because they would have loved it. They're here, for sure. What else do I want to... All right, so just so many stories. I mean, I could go on forever. I've known the guy for 44 years. We stole my mom's car at 15. We drove riding around all the way to adulthood when we bought our first house together. I mean, we've been through a lot of stuff, right? No, I'm blinking out. No, you know what? The common denominator is that Jack has always been there for me. We've always had each other. We've always had each other. And, you know, for two kind of confused, maybe a little awkward, you know, gay boys growing up in the 80s when it really wasn't so cool back then, it really made my life a lot easier. So I thank you for that. I thank you for that. Now, fast forward to Lucas. Lucas, I want you to know, I have never liked any of Jack's boyfriends, relationships. No, really. Not this man. I mean, I'm going to say boyfriends, relationships, whatever the hell you want to call some of the things you've had. I'm going to make one exception for Terry, your first boyfriend, not only because he's here, because I do adore you. You're fantastic. But Lucas, you're different. You have been different. Every time Jack talks about you, his face lights up. It gets annoying sometimes, actually. But you make him happy, and that makes me happy. So, yeah. So to Jack and Lucas, to love, laughter, and a happily ever after.
Thank you, Billy Alcini. And for our next speaker,
Shots.
please welcome from Lucas's party, David Zorno.
Thank you, everyone, for coming here today. It has been an awesome experience. I've met all of Lucas's friends. You're amazing. You guys are, I don't know how to describe it, but Jack and Lucas talk about you guys all the time, the family, and it's great to see everyone here celebrating their life. And I really appreciate you guys making the effort to get here. I'm from Wisconsin, so it's a little further for me. But yeah, let's party our asses off now the rest of the night, okay? All right.
Raise a glass to Jack and Lucas. Thank you, David. All right, so that brings me up next. Hi, welcome, Christopher Tom. So, there's nothing I love more than a captive audience and a microphone. So that's probably half the reason I'm here. But when I was thinking about Jack and Lucas, I tend to kind of wing it, and I'm like, I know generally what I want to say, but with them, it was too important to just wing, so I did write it down, and so if I have to look at my phone for a little bit, terribly sorry about that. But Jackie has been my best friend for over a decade now, and if you have a best friend, you probably know what it's like to call them when the best things in your life happen and when the worst things in your life happen. Sometimes you call them for sympathy. Sometimes you call them to help you hide the body. Jack's great at helping you hide the body because you know he will not remember where it is. He does not remember things, and we love him for that. Jack's definitely seen me at my highest points and dragged me out of some of the worst, and I couldn't ask for a better friend. He's the person that I called just to be a friend there for me when I went to court. And when the judge was like, "Do you have any witnesses?" I was like, "Jack." And he got sworn in and went up there and did it. So he definitely helped me out with that one. Thank you. So Jack also helped me build my first business here in Phoenix as a promoter. He put me in his magazine. He would put my events in there. And I know he hasn't done that just for me. I know he's helped countless, probably hundreds of people build businesses, build their career as entertainers, build just everything in Phoenix. He really is a pillar of the community here in Phoenix, Arizona. And, sorry. And then, other than that, we've gone on so many adventures from Miami to Mexico, San Diego, San Francisco, running down the Las Vegas Strip, running amok, and closing down nightclubs on cruise ships at whatever time that was. And always such a blast to be with. Jack's always been a great friend to me, but when Lucas came along, I saw him open more and become a better person, a better friend. I didn't know he could be, but he became such a great person, and I know Lucas has a big part to do with that. And and so part of what Jack has done with his magazine and being a pillar of the community, not only has he helped build up his friends, he's built up strangers, built friendships, built bridges. He's donated hundreds of thousands to nonprofits around Arizona to help raise money for HIV, AIDS, education, prevention, and outreach. He's worked to raise money for at-risk LGBT youth. He's put on events that bring the community together and sponsored them, like the Gay Rodeo. Together, we built Phoenix Gay Idol, Splash Bash. Jack has done so much, it'd be way too tiring to list everything this man's accomplished in the 20 years, 20 plus years, 25 years of, I knew he was gonna, I was like 20 plus, something? 25 years here in Phoenix. And one of the greatest things is my husband and I own a gay bar here in Phoenix, and we have Jack's magazine readily available. And I'll see people come in early, and they'll grab the magazine, and when they see themselves in it, not just literally, figuratively and literally, they'll see themselves, they'll see their community. I see them light up. And the amount of joy and love that Jack brings this community cannot be matched. And for that, Jack, I thank you. So Jack has always showed up for our community with a full heart, head, and a relentless passion that I'm sure he will be bringing to this marriage every day. So, Lukey Poo. So, Lucas. When Lucas came on the scene, at first I was like, who is this? Who is this blonde boy talking to my best friend? Shoo. But he was super, super nice. One of the nicest people I've ever met. And I constantly thought, like, okay, this has to be an act. Nobody's this nice. But he just kept being the nicest person. And I'd call him, and be like, hey, I know it's 110 degrees outside, but I have this great idea to hang umbrellas on my back patio. You want to come? He's like, yeah, I'll be there in 20 minutes. What can I bring? Every single time I've called Lucas, he shows up without question, and he and I have built such a great friendship, and I'm so incredibly happy to know him. So Lucas and I also had a chance to work together for a little while, and during that time, I was able to see the wonder that he has, the creativity that he brings to everything that he does, and just his resilience against adversity. And you can throw anything at this man, and he'll take it, roll, and be stronger. And I can't tell you how excited I am to say that not only is Lucas my friend, but I'm so proud to say that he is my best friend's best friend. And I love you, Lucas. I love you both so dearly, it's hard to put into words, but suffice it to say, I'm incredibly happy and proud for both of you, and I cannot wait to see your love continue to flourish, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. Please raise a glass to Jack and Lucas. As I run away. All right, so now, please welcome your groom, Jack Tesserell.
Hey, everyone. Wow, I just want to thank you guys all for coming. This is amazing. It's really impressive. But thank you for coming. I got a script too. But anyway, I know this is a little different from a lot of you people, right? But that's why we had it a place called A Different Point of View. But to us, this is normal. So this is normal to us. But anyway, so first, before I start, I want to have a moment of silence for my mom and dad, Francis and Esther Tesserero, who could not be here to see their youngest son get married. Thank you. Okay, so for all of you lucky people that met your soulmate in high school, Eli, 20s, who met their soulmate in their 20s, 30s, 40s, it took me 57 years to meet mine. So there's hope for everybody. There's hope for everybody. Oh my God. But Lucas was worth the wait. So, you know. Anyway, so Lucas and I have dated many people long-term and been with others, many more. So, which makes me think about a metaphor. Yeah, everyone knows what a metaphor is, right? So, Bill, Linda, Walmer, and I worked at Baskin-Robbins for $275 an hour. And we didn't even get tips back then. What's up with that? Anyway, so this is the metaphor. So at Baskin-Robbins, as everyone knows, it's an ice cream store, and we were 16 years old working there. And so you were allowed to sample all the flavors at Baskin-Robbins, and there was no limit. There was 31 flavors, and you can taste them all. So Lucas and I did, but there were 300 more flavors that were coming in throughout the years. So you got to taste those too. And anyway, wait, this is good. This gets better. Anyway, so I finally picked the flavor I wanted to have for the rest of my life, okay? And it's Lucas Allen Kim. And I hope I'm his. But sometimes our relationship is a little rocky road, but he's always my Superman. The one thing Lucas is not is vanilla. You guys are gonna remember this, like all the weddings you've been to, you're gonna remember this story. Anyway, so last summer, it was a hot summer in Phoenix. If you guys ever been here in August, it sucks. But anyway, we have pools and air conditioning, all that. But Debbie Kim, where is she? There she is. So she goes to us and she goes, "You guys should get married." And and Stephen agreed. And no, I know. But anyway, so we were shocked. It was pretty awesome. But anyway, so the seed was planted. So anyway, and another thing she said, I'm out of turn right here, but I told her one time when we were alone, I said, "I feel like I won the lottery." And she goes, "He does too." How cool is that? How cool is that? I want to thank to the bottom of my heart my new parents. Debbie and Stephen Kim, they are our hosts for the evening, and it was just amazing that we're like besties now. It's like I see him more than I see Lucas. But anyway, so I really appreciate you guys throwing this party for us. That's awesome. And I also want to thank the Tesserero table right here. So I have 5 siblings, okay? There's Fran, there's Joe, there's Jim, there's Liz, there's Linda. Did I forget anyone? I don't know. There's so many. Did I get you? But anyway, I'm the youngest of 6. By the way, my mom, God bless her, she had 6 kids in 8 years. Italian Catholic. Liz and Jim are 10 months apart. You do the math. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. I was a part of your wedding. I'm so grateful that you're a part of mine. So, did everyone have a drink? Because I feel like I'm taking too long. But anyway, we're going to be dancing soon anyway. So, but where is Kent Schweiss and Mark and another Mark? And over here, these guys are why we're all here tonight. Because I met Lucas at a drive-in movie at Fenders and Friends. That's a car club that we belong to. And he set it up, and then you guys brought Lucas over. And as soon as I saw him, I'm like, hello. Oh my God, it was love at first sight. I'm not gonna lie, but thank you guys so much, because that's why we're here right now. But I got another table over here that have helped me become who I am today, because it's tough, because I came out conservative, I was depressed, I was suicidal at 23, and I have a suicide note that I keep in my drawer at all times to remind me what a mistake that would have been. So I want to just thank a few people here, and I'm going to forget some of you, but Dr. Mora is in the house. I can't thank you enough. And you just transformed my body and my soul, and I appreciate it. Mary Contreras, or Merry Christmas, that you guys call her. Where's Mary? Oh, there you are. So Mary, State Farm, I've known you for 28 years. You bailed me out 5 times. They write checks. State Farm is like the best insurance agent ever, right there. So, and then Mark, is it 6?
You helped me raise $500,000 for the water. Jack, you're amazing. He helped me the year prior to my water drive. I ran it for 3 years. I made $50,000 the last year. I put Jack's name and his friends, and we had $500,000 for all of the poor homeless people. Jack, you're amazing.
Thank you, Mary. Oh my God. Thank you. Mark Rosenfeld's in the house with his husband, Tim, and you got me out of IRS jail. You remember that? Yeah. 60 payments of $1,000. That was harsh. But anyway, and so you also helped me out of a bad relationship. Thank you for that. But there's someone in this house right now, this building, whatever, that is my first boyfriend I ever had. I was 23 years old, and I was a mess, and you were not. And I wanted to be you, but it took me 35 years to get to your level. And you taught me a lot of things, and he moved to London right after we broke up. And he's from London, England. He came the furthest, I think. We got Montana over here, and we got Ohio, and other things. But I love you. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up, but I only get one. This is my first and last marriage, because I'll probably be dead soon. Anyway. Oh my God. I'm sorry. It happens. So where's this table over here? Where's these losers? No, just kidding. All right, so these guys right here, this table is another story. These boys took me under their wing and taught me about life and freedom and just being myself, because as a 20-year-old, I couldn't be that. And so I thank you guys to the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing, all of you. And you're all my mentors, really. And everyone needs a mentor. So I want to be a mentor to somebody. Hopefully I am through the magazine. But I do want to thank you. Where is Cozy? Cosette. So she orchestrated this whole thing. We were going to do it by ourselves, and I'm like, all of a sudden it was getting overwhelming. It's like, I need flowers, I need video, I need a drone, I need a DJ, I need sound and lights. So I want to thank Brian Arietta. There you go, Cozy, come here. So,
What am I supposed to say?
just say hi.
Hi.
So she ran this whole show. Brian Arietta, he's from Michigan. Brian is from Traverse City. I'm from Michigan too. So we always connected right away. He's like one of my best friends. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, so now my groomsmen. All right. So everybody of my groomsmen, I became best friends the day I met them, except Bill. So with Noah is here. I met him in a TSA line going to Seattle, and he had a stuffed animal that he was trying to put through the X-ray machine. And I go, how gay is this guy? But he's actually straight. But ever since then, we've been best friends. All right, and then there's Dami Durasek. He's my dentist. He's everyone's dentist, probably. But I met him. Open wide. But so we met 20 years ago or something, and we both had boats, but I was on my boat, and he pulled up, and we just totally connected, and we were best friends ever since. Love you. I'll get to you later. Frank, I bought a new RV, and I was not new, 20 years old. But anyway, I was dumping the tanks, and he calls me to buy an ad for his business. And he's like, I moved from Chicago, and I'm like, I'm from Detroit. But anyway, and so we talked for 2 hours. I'm sitting at Love's or something. Anyway, and talked to you for 2 hours, and I'm like, you're my new best friend. Yeah, I love you. And he also, I helped him buy a store chain. I won't mention the name. Do you want me to?
We're on DoorDash.
Yeah, the adult store. But anyway, and then Christopher von Beaverhausen Tong, I met him at his Welcome to Phoenix party with your ex, and we hit it off right away. It was awesome. And that leads me to Bill. Where's Bill? So Bill and I went to kindergarten today. I'm a publisher. I got anyway. But we never really connected because he was an A+ student and I was a C- student. And it wasn't until 8th grade when all our friends dumped us and were like, hey, are you available? Do you need a friend? And so ever since then, I was his best man at his wedding. And Bob is in the house. His husband is here. Where's Bob? Bob's over there. So yeah, so thank you so much. Oh my God. And anyway, so these guys gave me the best bachelor party ever. It was a surprise. I didn't know where I was going until we landed. And it was San Francisco. And we did amazing cruises under the Golden Gate. And we went bar hopping. And I was hungover for 2 days because I'm old. But which brings me to, hey, pay attention. My best friend right here. Lucas, you are my soulmate, my partner in crime, and from the moment I met you, I knew you were different. With every day, every adventure, we grow closer and closer together. It hasn't stopped. I can't wait to start the rest of our lives together. I love you, Lucas. Do another 1,000. Okay, so Jacqueline Kim, who was our pianist today, thank you so much. Wasn't that amazing? I can't tell you how difficult it was to rent a piano in the 5th largest city in the country. I don't know why it's so difficult. Anyway. There we go. So I'm going to start before the dances with a song that she created for us, best wedding gift ever. You ready? It's called Sunset at Bartlett. Ready?
Born and raised in the heartland sky.